Hey there, it's Jenna, and I am so excited to walk you through a quick Canva tutorial along with delivering our Instagram quote and carousel templates that the designer, Maddie, on my team created with you in mind. So are you ready to dig in? If you have never tried Canva before, this is going to change your life. So the first thing you need to do is go to canva.com, that's canva.com. And what you're going to do is you're going to be able to access our templates. So the link should take you right to our templates. And what we've done is we've tried to create templates that you can customize to fit your feed, your vibe, your brand super easily. And Canva is one of our favorite tools that we use on Team JK. We literally use it every single day for so many different things. And so let's dive on in. Let me show you how to customize these templates, download them, and get them up into your feed today. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to open up Canva, and you're going to see, if you scroll down, we have quite a few different quote templates. Now, we also decided to create carousel templates because when we were doing some data research, we recognized that carousels are actually one of the most engaged with types of content on Instagram. And so if you notice, if you start right here, this is one carousel. So that's where you just slide through and you see multiple different images. So it starts right here, and then this one ends right here with a call to action. And then here's the second carousel that we created for you. Now, all of these designs are super customizable. They're really easy. And if you don't find one that is exactly what you're looking for, if you look over here on the left-hand side, there's an area that says templates. You can scroll on through. Canva has so many incredible templates that you can drag and drop. You can put your own photos, colors, branding, fonts in, and make them look and feel like your own. So don't get discouraged if these aren't exactly the right fit for you. There are so many different templates that you can find. So let's start with this quote at the top. Let's say you have specific fonts that you use within your brand that you want to drop into this design. What you're going to do is click on the font here. And then if you go right up here, you can click on a drop down. Now, Canva has a ton of fonts already in there. And the other cool thing is if you upgrade, you can actually import in specific fonts that are specific to your brand. So let's say you use the Chloe font. You can literally just click through, change the font to whatever you want. And one thing I would say is that if you have an existing brand, try to brand elements that are recognizable to you. But if you're more just wanting to have fun with these different quotes, then by all means, have fun with it. So let's say we're going to select this. Now, if we want to change this to all caps, you can click the AA here, and that'll make it uppercase. You can do bold. If you click on effects, there's a lot of different effects you can add to it. And so you can definitely play around in here. But what's so fun about this is that it's really easy to customize. It makes you feel like a graphic designer. And let's say we wanted to change the font down here. Again, super easy. We can just click through, find what font we want. And this is one we used before. We can maybe make it a little bolder. And let's say we want to move it into the middle. If you just click the alignment here, we can align it into the center and slide it on over. Now, the other nice thing is that Canva gives you these guidelines. So if you see these purple lines lining up, that will show you where it is. Otherwise, you can click up in the upper right-hand corner where it says position, and you can put center, middle, top, left, and it'll just help you line everything up. So the final thing here, this one is an actual image that we used as a background. And so let's say we want to kind of change the image. The best way to do that here is you can use different tones. So we can do, let's see here, just different treatments on it. You could use a filter on it if you wanted to get it closer to a certain brand color that you use. And then the other piece that you can do as well is that if you pick a filter that you like, you can scroll up, you could make it darker, you can make it lighter, and you can see this is just so easy to customize based off of the template that we've given you. Again, I want for you to have fun with this. I don't want for you to take it too seriously. So just have fun, get through, make a few different quotes so that you have them in your back pocket for the days that you're not sure what to post. So this second quote is really fun. These types of graphics do really well on Instagram. And one of the cool things is that this is entirely customizable. So let's say we wanted to make it my name, and then we could have some sort of quotable that maybe I said in a podcast episode or something like that. This little area right here, this circle, is for a graphic. So if you click over to uploads, you can drag in different photos of yourself or people or your brand or your team or your customers. And then you just literally hover it over to that circle element. We can make it a little bit bigger if we want. You can click ungroup and then it'll separate all of these little tasks right here. Make it a little bigger if we want. And then if you want to make the whole thing bigger, all you do is hold down, drag over all the elements. You can stretch it to make it bigger. And then again, use those guidelines to help find like where is your middle point. Let's see, right about there. Again, you can change any of these colors. So we could quickly do branding colors on here. And I just love how easy it is to use. You can see multiple options in just a matter of seconds. And we actually uploaded my brand color. So we have the Pro. If you see anything with a little crown, that's the Pro account. We love it just because I was able to import in my exact brand colors, which just saves us a lot of time because we use Canva all the time. But you can add in any different colors that you want. If you have certain hex colors that you use in your brand, again, you can just use those and pull those in. And then again, you're pretty much set to go. This can be a really fun one too. If you want to delete elements like these stars, just hit backspace, select them, and you can add in any other sort of shapes. They have graphics, they have lines and shapes, they have photos you can use. There's a lot of stock imagery on Canva. So you can really make these your own and just have fun with them and drag things around until you get it exactly how you want it. So don't be shy to tweak these templates to fit your needs. That's why we created them. And we want them to be super fun for you. Okay, this one here is also just super fun. Kind of like an old school computer reminder. I love it. It just makes me smile when I see it. You can drop in your different quotes. All of these elements here can be changed the colors. So you can kind of click around and change all of these colors and you'll see little bits of this change as we click to change them out. And I love that, again, it's just so customizable. So you don't have to worry about your stuff looking exactly like anyone else's. And so again, just have fun with it. Look at how cute that is. And that took 3 seconds to change. Type in a quote right there and you're golden. Okay, so this one is super fun. So this one is actually animated and I'll show you what that means. You can click and animate different things so that it actually shows up with movement. It makes it super interesting for your followers. You can upload them as a reel if you want, or an Instagram story. And if you click this little play button up here, you'll see, so I'll go to the one that we're working on. See how this one moves? So watch, this one is animated. Do you see how that moves right there? So you can actually download them as MP4s. So this one and this one are both animated and already set up for animation for you. And I'll show you how to download them correctly so that they show up as video files. But again, if you just want them to be as quotes, you absolutely can do that as well. So again, you can just customize all of this. You can change colors around. This one has like a fun little treatment. If you don't want that treatment, just hit backspace on it. You can change the background color. You can change the fonts. So the sky is the limit into what you can do here. And it makes it so easy to do that. So just note that you can pop in and change whatever you want, including the words. And it's just so nice to have some templates on hand that for the days that you're feeling stuck or you're not sure what to share, you've got some beautiful designs to lean on. So this is a carousel post, and these are just such fun designs. Again, anytime you see this with the little cloud and the grass, this is just waiting for an image to be dropped in. So let's drop this image in. If you don't like how it places your image, you double click on it and you can drag it around. And so that makes it easier. You can also stretch it so that it's bigger. So drop in a photo there. Look at that. You could say how to use Canva for Instagram quotes. You can shrink this text. It's very similar to like a Microsoft Word or Google Doc. And so then what you're going to do is that when we download these, you're going to download the series of images. And then when you upload them to Instagram, you'll upload them as a carousel. So again, first point here, second point here, what's really cool is that this graphic right here, so let's say we put in this photo, then we can drop it into this one, and these would actually slide together to meet up, which would look really cool as a feature on your carousel. And then inside of the program, if you're not familiar with what a call to action is, I'm going to walk you through it, but essentially you would say like, click the link in my bio for more. And that would be where people would learn what to do or what you're asking of them or what their next step is. So again, super customizable and really fun. Same thing goes here. You can edit this graphic right here. You can change out the colors of the lines. You can really do a lot with it. And so you can make it pretty. You can change the opacity on it. So let's say you click this. If you go up to where it says transparency here, you could make it like way lighter and more subtle. There's a lot that you can play with. And again, if you don't necessarily like this element, you can go through and delete those and then see if there is something else that you like in terms of graphics, videos. They have all different kinds of things waiting for you inside of Canva. There is a lot of free resources, and then there are also upgrades that are either like $1 to use, or what you can do is upgrade to the Pro, and then it kind of unlocks a lot of things. Okay, so let's say we edited these colors on this one and we want to make it carry out throughout the design. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna select all three of these and remove them. Go back up top here, select these three. And then if you click on this little plus sign, it says duplicate. You're gonna grab that and then you're gonna swing it on down here and you can match it up. And look at that. Then you don't have to redo that same work that you just did over and over and over again. Again, Canva is super easy to use. It's really fun. If you go pro, I would advise you to drag in your brand colors, import any fonts, get kind of some images in your uploads area so that you have things that you can pull from. And it's super easy. So the final step of the process, let's say we've got these all set to go. We want to download them and get them to our phone. You're going to click in this upper right-hand corner where it says download. Now, what you're going to do is if you just want a still image, you're going to click JPEG. That is just a static image, a still image, and you can select if you want to download them all, or let's say we just want to download number one. You can download right here, and it is going to download, and it'll show up in your downloads folder or pop up onto your screen right here for you. Then you can either text it to yourself, email it to yourself, upload to Google Drive or Dropbox and download it, or AirDrop it to yourself if you're on a Mac. Now for the MP4 or the animated ones, like we showed before, like this one right here is animated. You can see it's called Page 4. We're going to download it as an MP4. So this is the video, and you're going to unclick that one, and we'll click this here. And we'll download that. And sometimes the videos take just slightly longer. I mean, you can see it's moving pretty quickly here. But that's what you're going to want to do if you do want an animated one. So this is the difference between a still graphic and an animated one. Then you are all set. One final thing to note is that all of these can actually be resized to fit different dimensions. So if you want to use these as a reel, as an Instagram story, all you're going to do is go up into this upper left-hand corner, click on resize. They actually have a ton of different sizes in here already. So let's say we want to make them into Instagram stories. Click here, click copy and resize. And what it's going to do is it's going to take your templates and resize them. Sometimes you've got to kind of play with the dimensions or scoot things down so that it fits this new format. But honestly, Canva does a really good job at resizing and making things super easy. So don't hesitate to use these in different places. If you have a different need for them or you want to pop them in somewhere else or use them in multiple ways, you are more than invited to do that. And Canva makes it really easy. I hope that this tutorial and walkthrough was super helpful. I cannot wait to see what you share online. Make sure to tag me when you use these templates. I would love to see your work and support you as a student. And again, just thank you so much for hanging out and being a member of the Instagram Lab.